So guys, today we've got another fragrance advent calendar, and today it's the Space NK one. So stay tuned if you want to unbox it with me and smell all the scents. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are doing the fantastic Space NK fragrance advent calendar today. This is a 12-day of fragrance advent calendar. Sorry if you can hear lots of noise. Unfortunately, they're removing some scaffolding outside and it's incredibly noisy. You might not be able to hear it, but I sure can, unfortunately. So this has recently launched on Space NK. It's £160, but it's worth £558. And of course, if you are part of the Indulge Rewards program, you would get a £5 voucher back. Plus also some extra points to your next £5 voucher. As I'm a deluxe Indulge member, I get £10. Plus I had some extra points. So I actually ended up with a £20 voucher after buying this as well. So it kind of worked out as £140 instead for me, which I think is an amazing deal. This is still currently, as I'm filming, available on the Space NK website. So if you did miss out on the Harrods advent calendar, or you just like the look of this one and prefer this, it is a little bit cheaper than the Harrods one, but it is, no, it's the same amount of days. It is 12 days. So, and also I will say, I do prefer the packaging of this one. Obviously, it's not as gender neutral as the Harrods one, but I definitely prefer this one. So let's get in to the unboxing. It opens up beautifully, and you could definitely keep this and like refill it yourself, which to be honest I might do. It's a bit more sturdier than the Harrods one. So the first one we've got is a big one, and it is the Malin and Goater's strawberry scent. So let's crack this open and give it a sniff. So I believe Malin and Goater's is a New York perfume company, and this is made with 18% real strawberries. I love the like pink packaging, super cute. And here is the perfume itself. This is a full size, and this hasn't got as many full sizes as the Harrods one does, but it has got a couple. So I can't smell it yet. I did go and pinch some tester strips from Space NK. They did let me take some home. This is a lot lighter and actually quite a bit more floral than I was expecting. Is it super strawberry-ish? It's definitely like really fruity. Let's see what Fragrantica says. If you're quite new to fragrance, Fragrantica is a really great website which kind of shows all the notes and also has loads of people's reviews of the perfume itself. So people say it's quite a green fragrance, which I definitely agree with. It's like a sweet green. So this is strawberry, pink pepper and bergamot on the top. Green notes, milk and jasmine, with base notes of musk, oak moss, orris and cedar. For me, it's quite a unisex, but definitely leaning maybe a little bit more feminine, like fresh, perfect for spring, this one. Not getting a huge strawberry note, but it is really nice, and I do feel like this is quite gender neutral. But yeah, definitely more of like a spring summer fragrance than a winter one. Then we're going for number 2, which is this one here. And we've got a Byredo fragrance. And some everything comes with this really pretty ruffly pink paper. So this is a 8ml, and it is a mini of Blanche, but it's the absolute de Parfum. So this is quite a strong fragrance. This one has the more like cracked, because it's so strong. It's the only thing that this one hasn't got a spray, so you do have to kind of dab it. Ooh, this is definitely a bit more kind of like wintry, autumny. So they say that this is a musky fragrance. Aldehydes, neroli, black pepper, which I'm definitely getting a lot of black pepper, jasmine, violet rose, musk, ambroxan, cashmeran and cashmere wood. I really, really like this scent. It's super, super cozy. And I would say it's quite unlike a lot of the other fragrances that I have. I would say though, I do wish it was a spray bottle. I do feel like that's a lot of people's preference for how they apply fragrance nowadays. So dabbers are just a little bit like, oh. But it's a really, really beautiful scent. Probably one that I wouldn't have like picked out, but it's really, really nice to try. And I think Blanche, the kind of original one, is maybe a bit more like subtler. But this one I do feel like packs a little bit more of a punch. Again though, this one is quite unisex, I would say. It's spicy, but still has that kind of clean, musky energy. But cozy. I really, really like it. And I'm quite surprised by how much I like that. But yeah, again, I would probably give it a 4 out of 5 just because I wish it was a sprayer. I would have rather it been like, you know, like the 10ml like atomizer. But minis of the bottles are really cute, can't deny. Then moving on to number 3. Sometimes it's quite hard to see the letters. So next up is the Glossier You Do perfume. I have the OG and I also have the one that's like plummy scented. These are really, really lovely perfumes and I almost bought this one as well. This one is a very kind of like cozy scent as well, which I do think is like perfect for autumn, winter. This is the kind of bottle I would have liked the Byredo one to have been in, with an atomizer, and I do believe these are like a full-size travel size, if that makes sense. Like you can buy this size. That's just so cozy and clean. Definitely leaning a lot more feminine, this one. Glossier is more of a like your scent but better type fragrance. This one is amber and woody. It's got top note of violet, which maybe that's where the powderiness is coming from, but I'm definitely getting more of those kind of woody amber notes more. So there's Palo Santo, frankincense, myrrh, amberette and ambroxan. Ambroxan, I believe, is kind of like what they have in most of their fragrances that kind of brings that kind of like your skin but better kind of vibe. But this one just really, I just feel like will be really nice on knitwear. It's just that warm, cozy, woody type scent, not too spicy. I do think it could be unisex, but just like the lightness of it is kind of making it a little bit more feminine. It is a little bit like Blanche, but softer, but still quite powerful. Like it's an everyday scent, but I do think it's strong enough that you would probably gently smell it throughout the day. But it's not like one of these beast mode fragrances that, you know, people like nowadays. It's a bit more subtle. Next we have number 4. And I think we have another full size. This is a brand I have really wanted to try. It's Dead Cool, and I think Space NK are one of the only places in the UK where you can pick it up. I'm trying not to get this paper confetti absolutely everywhere. So Dead Cool is another US brand. I feel like there's a lot of US brands at Space NK and in this box. And this is the scent Taunt, which is meant to be bergamot, vanilla and amber. Again, Dead Cool is kind of that kind of Glossier kind of vibe, your scent but better. The bit more kind of like everyday, quite subtle fragrances, I believe. So let's give this one a spray. Nice big sprayer. Ooh, yummy. I really, really like that. It's very vanilla-y. Dewdrops and bergamot, floral notes, cassis, vanilla and amber. I kind of get the dewdrops and I get the lemon, with the bergamot, sorry. The citrus, it's a sweet citrus. The dewdrops is bringing that kind of lightness. But overall, the first thing I did smell was the vanilla. Really, really pretty scent. Very different from all the vanillas I have, but I still really, really like it. I did pick up a, it's called like tropical vanilla, that I picked up last year because I really wanted like a citrusy vanilla, and that's a really, really punchy one. But this one is definitely a more kind of everyday lemon vanilla scent. It smells kind of like a lemon shortbread, just really, really delicate, or even like a lemon and vanilla tea. Like there's something about it, it's not too like sickly or overpowering, but really, really pretty and really unexpected. I'm really glad that this is a full size because I feel like I can definitely use this every day, and I could see myself wearing this all seasons. The vanilla, obviously, because it's so lovely in like autumn, winter, but with that kind of lemon scent as well in there, the bergamot, I feel like you could still wear this in spring, summer. So a surprisingly good choice, I think, for the box. Then we're going on to number 5. There are quite a few travel sizes in this box, so do just bear that in mind. But I do quite like a travel size because I do travel quite a bit, and it just means you're not hawking around a massive heavy bottle with you. So this is Acne Studio for Frederic Malle. I think I've smelt this one before in Space MK and I really liked it. I really like Frederic Malle as a house as well. I know my mum really enjoys their fragrances too. Yes, this is very powdery, but I really, really like it. I think my mum would really like this too because one of her favourite Frederic Malle fragrances, I think it's called like, it's something to do with lipsticks, is very, very similar. So this is aldehyde, fresh and powdery. So you've got aldehydes, mandarin and bergamot. I don't know, I feel like I go straight to the heart of this perfume. Peach, orange blossom, violet, rose, lily of the valley, jasmine, with base notes of musk, sandalwood, frankincense, ICE, super, vanilla and heliotrope. This one I would say is actually the most perfumey out of all the perfumes that we've got. Like it really is a mix of lots of different kind of florals, musks, woods. It is more of like a perfume, whereas I feel like a lot of the other ones we've had are kind of more based on a few notes rather than this one having so many notes. So it's a bit more kind of complex, definitely more floral, and I could definitely see this not being for everyone. The violet kind of powderiness sometimes does give me a little bit of a headache, but I can also appreciate it. So I really like it. It's a strong, amazing quality perfume that will definitely last you all day. And I feel like this is it. This I could imagine like a super chic Parisian woman wearing this fragrance. You know, the ones that just wears like jeans and some cute ballet flats and like a crisp shirt with like, and really like oversized like Yves Saint Laurent blazer, and she this on, and it's just like effortlessly chic, but super put together. So really nice, but I can understand that wouldn't be for everyone, but really fun to play around with and try and live my little Parisian fantasy. Next up, we've got number 6, which is a Kilian fragrance. How lovely. I do really love Kilian as a brand because they're inspired by like cognacs and stuff, which I think is really, really cool. This is quite a diddy fragrance, and this is Angel Share, which is the fragrance that I do have from Kilian. Probably one of the most well known. I think it's Love Don't Be Shy and Angel Share, which are probably the most famous fragrances from Kilian. So this is a great way to try Angel Share if you've not bought it. It is quite an expensive fragrance. It's around £200, so it's cheaper to buy this advent calendar and get all of this than buy a bottle of Angel Share. Hence why you're only getting 7.5ml. And it doesn't even have a lid. Oh, every time I smell this, it's so beautiful. It just instant hit of apple pie. Apple, cinnamon, like it's just the most beautiful autumnal scent ever. It is quite unisex, but I really, really love it. This is cognac, cinnamon, tonka bean, oak, hedinone, vanilla, praline, sandalwood, and candied almonds. It's just such a beautiful fragrance, and I just don't think anyone had done anything like it before. I know this is now duped to hell. It just is so yummy and delicious. If you haven't smelled this before, go into your Space NK and give it a whiff. Especially this time of year, it's just like apple crumble, like the most decadent apple pie, apple crumble of your life. You know, it's a 5-star tartan. It's just absolutely beautiful. I do feel like, again, this is quite a unisex fragrance. I just wish it was a little bit bigger and had a lid, but I'm glad it's an atomizer at least. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And I feel like even though I have it, I'm really happy to have a small one that I can travel with. Because it is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. We're now halfway through the box. And we are now at number 7. I do believe we have actually gone through all, this one has 2. I do think we have gone through all the full sizes. So this is the Juliet Has a Gun drawer, and you do get 2 of their scents. However, I will say these aren't the full size travel sizes, I don't believe. These are their like, maybe like small, like generous tester size. So you do get the classic, not a perfume. Again, it's that kind of aldehyde, your skin but better scent. And one of their more recent scents, Miami Shake. I'm going to smell not a perfume first because that is a more subtle fragrance. See what I mean? Like it's not a teeny tiny tester, but it's not a super massive tester either. They are 5ml each, but I do think generous enough that you can kind of, again, really good for travel. Like, if anything, really struggling to smell. I almost like need to smell there's something there, but it's really not there. A mix made of a single ingredient, Cetelox. There's no top or heart note. You've got to wear, right, I haven't got any perfume on today, so I'm going to put it on my skin and see what happens. It just smells like alcohol currently, but we'll come back to that when, oh, okay. Now it's on me, it's kind of smelling of something. So definitely test that one on yourself rather than your skin. No, rather than your blotters. Pretty. Again, they're very light, very soft. And I do think you'd have to spray that on your skin rather than clothing. I do tend to spray my clothes more than I spray myself. And then up next is Miami Shake, which is meant to be kind of a gourmand reminiscent of a milkshake, creamy wild strawberry with musk and vanilla. I have smelt this before and it wasn't what I was expecting, unfortunately. It almost smells like a shampoo. It's not giving, like, if you like the Kayali marshmallow or the rock candy, I absolutely adore those fragrances. I think they're so yummy and like sweet, like super gourmand, sugary, fluffy. yummy. I was expecting that with this. It just smells like Alberto Basson or whatever, you know, that 99p strawberry and cream shampoo and conditioner. It's a very clean take on a strawberry milkshake. So that's why I never ended up buying a full size of it. I'm happy to have this though and see if I like it on my skin. The Not a Perfume is very interesting. I don't know if I'd ever pay full price for something like that. But yeah, definitely smell it on your skin and not like a tester strip. But after you've smelt some of these really strong fragrances, it's really hard to smell it. So definitely maybe smell that one first. But Miami Shake, I was disappointed by how it smelled versus like what the notes were. But Juliette Has a Gun do make some beautiful fragrances. My favourites being Lipstick Fever and I think it's called like Vanilla Sky or something, where it's like sea salt and vanilla, which is beautiful. Then up next, I think we're at 8 now. So this is a relatively new brand to me, Viro. This is in the scent Le Dux for flirtation and seduction. I'm gonna find out some more about the scent because I have no idea what we are heading in for. This is going to be a fruity floral. Again, we've got a bit more of a travel size here. I don't think their fragrances are too expensive. Oh, it's another fragrance without a lid, so not the best for travel. Can you travel without a lid on these, or is that a lid? Oh no, what have I done? Is that a lid? Oh, perfect. I should have, yeah, okay. I eat my words. But I love this like really soft blush colour. Very pretty. Oh, yes. Very, very feminine. But then there is like a green. It's light feminine, but then like comes in with something else that I'm not quite enjoying. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be it. Peach, Osmophus, Amberette Skin. And then one of the middle notes is latex. Just throwing that into the mix. Jasmine, Magnolia, Amorous, and base notes of musk, tonka and sandalwood. I really, really loved the initial spray. But I think it's the plastic, the latex note that's almost like a smokiness that is just overpowering to me, which is such a shame because I think the peach, when you first spray it, the peach scent is gorgeous. Like a really strong, juicy peach. And then almost like dries down into this like burnt plastic scent. I don't know if that one was for me. On to number 10. Oh, this one doesn't come in a box. This is Sana Jardin Sandalwood Temple. I've definitely seen this range in store. Love that it is in like a nice, it's like a 10 ml. It's a 10 ml, love that. Nice sturdy bottle. Somewhat of a weak atomizer. Again, I do feel like we're having a lot of quite subtle, almost skin scenty fragrances. This is, yeah, Sandalwood Temple. It's not as strong as I thought. Bergamot, Tunisian neroli, orange blossom cedar, sandalwood vanilla, Gilead wood, and Haitian vetiver. It's fine, but it's not blowing me away, and it's very, very, very subtle. It reminds me a lot of Glossier Doux, so I'm like, did they really need to put both of these fragrances in? I think they could have picked maybe a different one from the line. But it's still nice. Kind of probably one I'll just like throw in my handbag during autumn, winter. And then we're moving on to number 9. I jumped one. Oh, this one we have 2 in here. We have an Aqua de Parma, which I know my husband will have his eyes on. And then a replica Lazy Sunday Morning. So this is a good draw. This is Fico di Amalfi, which I believe is Amalfi fig. I'm not a massive fig fan. I think my husband will really, really like this one, and I would like it on him. It's a very green, fresh fig. And I do believe there'll probably be some citrus notes with it. We love the blue Mediterranean range. I will say that this is probably JP's like favourite line in general. So it's, blood orange. Yeah, blood orange, mandarin, grapefruit, lemon with middle notes of fig, orris and lemon, tonka bean and amberette-alide. Yes. If JP was ever going to like a fig fragrance, it would be this one. So excited to probably just pop this in his stocking for Christmas. And then this is one of my favourite scents I've like never bought. I love, to be honest, I love just Maison Margiela replica line in general. I just love that they tell these gorgeous stories. This one is just, again, another quite like clean scent. Like it smells like clean bed sheets. I also really like Bubble Bath, that I've not gone from them either. But yeah, it's clean sheets, it's sunshine. Again, your skin but better type fragrance. Which, yeah, I do think this one's such a pretty fragrance. It's aldehydes, lily of the valley, pear. I do smell that pear. Rose, iris, orange blossom, white musk, amberette, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. Really, really pretty, clean scent. Yeah, really, really like that. And it's definitely on my, would like a full size list along with Bubble Bath. I do really love Maison Margiela, like in general, all their scents are gorgeous. Then I believe this is going to be the final actual fragrance for this calendar. This is the DS and Durga Pistachio in a full size travel size, if that makes sense. I believe this is like 35 to 40 pounds just for this 10 mil, which is cool that it's like the full size. And I love the stripy packaging. Really, really cool. Though that is the perfume that you are getting, so bear that in mind if you are buying it. This pistachio, I just feel like pistachio perfumes, oh no, it's a rollerball. Oh, at least it's better than a dabber. But I do feel like pistachio fragrances are quite hard to do, and I feel like Sol de Janeiro does it the way we want it the most, that kind of like sweet gourmand. Yeah, this is a very strange pistachio scent. I really want to like it, but it's incredibly green. It's almost like a pistachio, like before it's like ripe, like it's a pistachio still on the tree, you know. They say it's woody, nutty. Maybe it's more of a salted pistachio then. It's pistachio, cardamom, almond, patchouli and vanilla. It's definitely a more masculine pistachio scent. But for me, I think a lot of people were quite disappointed because I think they wanted like a sweet gourmand pistachio rather than this woody one. I might pass this on to my dad. He loves pistachio, but I guess like a more masculine take on it would be quite interesting. So yeah, I'm going to see if he fancies this. And then finally, we've got day 12, which is a full-size diptyque candle, which very nice. So super giftable if you don't fancy it for yourself, but I am always happy to receive a diptyque candle. This would be perfect just for like January if you're doing your spring cleaning. This is in the fragrance Mimosa, so it's a beautiful floral clean scent. Shockingly enough, this is a full size. This is the small size, and I believe they're now almost 40 quid. I remember back in the day these were about 30, so they've really put the price up of them. But yeah, that is the advent calendar. Was it as good as the Harrods one? I don't think so, but it was a bit cheaper. I really loved the Dead Cool Torn fragrance. I really enjoyed the Acne Studio, the Diptyque candle, the Kilian, the Glossier. There was quite a few in here that I really liked. There's definitely some that I just don't, I think there was just too many skin scents. Too many kind of like woody, light, sandalwoody, ambroxan scents in here. I would have liked maybe a bit more variety, but I still think it was worth the money for me. And I definitely will be able to pass on the ones that I'm a little bit unsure about, but still have got my money's worth. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of it. I will leave a link in the description box if you do fancy picking this up yourself. And also I have this lovely advent calendar box now that I can maybe like fill with my own goodies for advent itself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!